In the election interference case against Donald Trump, U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan has mandated that prosecutors provide information regarding Mike Pence's handling of classified documents to Trump's defense team. Trump's legal team claims that such information could uncover a potential bias, arguing that Pence may have been driven to implicate Trump in an effort to curry favor with authorities during his own investigation over classified documents found at his Indiana residence. Special counsel Jack Smith's team insists that they had no role in Pence's case and hold no additional information beyond what is publicly available. However, Chutkan noted that evidence about a witness's motivations, such as Pence's, could be pertinent in challenging that witness's credibility. This seems like a fairly standard legal procedure, as defense teams often seek out anything that could discredit a witness. It's interesting that Trump's team is focusing on Pence's potential motivations. Pence has often been considered to have a more neutral or distanced relationship with Trump since the events of January 6th. The judge's decision to allow this line of inquiry shows the complexity of legal cases involving high-profile figures. Small details can have significant implications. Despite this ruling, Judge Chutkan largely denied other requests from Trump's defense. These included demands for a broad range of documents connected to the 2020 election and the January 6th Capitol riot, such as security information from the Capitol and any potential involvement of undercover agents. Trump also failed in his attempt to obtain the full U.S. intelligence report on Russia's involvement in the 2016 election and details about foreign interference in the 2020 election. Trump's defense team had intended to use these materials to argue that Trump was acting in good faith when disputing the 2020 election results. However, Chutkan concluded that foreign actors' efforts to influence public opinion were not pertinent to the charges Trump faces. It's notable that the judge drew a line here, rejecting the defense's broad attempts to bring in foreign interference and other issues from previous elections. The defense may have hoped to muddy the waters by introducing unrelated or distant matters, but it seems the judge wants to keep the focus on the specific charges. The question of foreign interference in U.S. elections is significant, but it appears that in this context, it doesn't directly relate to Trump's alleged actions surrounding January 6th. In addition, the judge ordered prosecutors to provide any information shared with Pence during a meeting with military officials about Capitol security on January 6, 2021, to release details regarding what Trump's director of national intelligence reviewed before Trump spoke with investigators. This part of the case ties into the events of January 6th and could shed light on what key officials, like Pence, knew and were told at the time. These disclosures could reveal important context for Trump's decisions or actions on that day. It seems the court is trying to ensure that all relevant information is on the table, especially regarding security and intelligence briefings. Although Pence gave testimony before a grand jury investigating Trump in April 2023, no charges were brought against him after classified documents were found in his home. There is no indication that Pence deliberately concealed or even knew about the documents, which essentially ruled out the possibility of criminal charges against him. The fact that Pence wasn't charged here aligns with the narrative that he didn't act with criminal intent regarding the documents. Pence's role in this case is complex. He is both a witness and a former high-ranking official whose own actions are under scrutiny. This information likely reduces the chances of Trump's defense being able to strongly discredit Pence since there was no prosecutorial action against him. The outlook for the election interference case remains uncertain, especially after a Supreme Court ruling in July that expanded protections for former presidents and may have limited the scope of the charges Trump faces. Judge Chutkan is now responsible for deciding which claims from the prosecution will continue to be pursued. If Trump is re-elected, there is also the possibility that his administration could attempt to dismiss the case entirely. The legal landscape surrounding former presidents is always evolving, and the Supreme Court's decision could have far-reaching implications. The potential for Trump to dismiss the case if he were to win the presidency adds another layer of complexity to the situation. It's clear that this case, like many involving high-level political figures, could drag on for quite some time, with new legal and political developments possibly altering its course.